news from BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am yours faithfully, Mori Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Oni of Ife welcomed daughter with another woman. Play 2 attacks. Why I want laws to legalize arms bearing for Nigerians. Lawmakers guard it. Nigerian island musician Orlando Julius is there. Woman kills self over husband's plan to take another wife. Talks storms office of Abuja Media House injure journalists. Breaking news, Governor Soludo's community allegedly invaded by gunmen, 1 policeman killed. It's a foreign story. 5 killed in Russia strikes blast near Kiev in Ukraine. Finally, sport, Oshola, still Falcons captain, insists Watron. Now the news in detail. The Yoruba monarch, who has an older daughter from his teenage years and a son from his official queen, Naomi Shilekwola, took to his official Instagram page to post photos of the little girl who just clocked 1 alongside a birthday message. The Oni of Ife Obainito Adeyeye Ogunsi has allegedly welcomed a daughter with another woman. Princess Adebukumi Adeife is 1 year old today. Almighty God will grant you a long life to fulfill your destiny in the world. You keep my memory well refreshed of my mother of blessed memory, as you are truly a Reiki generation. Lots of love, Mama Adebut. Back in 2021, Queen Naomi Shilekwola announced that she was quitting her marriage to the Oni over his large appetite for women, most of whom reside in the palace with him. A member of the House of Representatives from Plateau State, Honorable Yusuf Gadi, APC, has called on the National Assembly to enact laws that will permit citizens of the country to bear arms to defend themselves. He said legalizing the bearing of arms bearing would go a long way to addressing the spate of attacks and killings in the communities. Gadi made a call while speaking with journalists on Friday, shortly after he visited some communities in Kanem and Wase, local government areas recently attacked by bandits. Then the post recalls that gunmen suspected to be bandits at last Sunday stormed some communities in Kanem and Wase LGA, killed over 100 people, injured scores, and razed many houses. To a tragic story, popular Nigerian island musician Orlando Julius is dead. Julius died on Thursday night at the age of 79. His wife, Latoya Ekemode, confirmed his death to the news agency of Nigeria Now on Friday in Lagos. She said, "Yes, my husband passed on late last night. There was no indication that death was coming. He was not healed. He only slept and died in his sleep." Julius was a saxophonist, singer, band leader, and songwriter closely associated with Afrobeat music. Some of his musical albums were Disco I Life, Ololufe, Love, Peace, and Happiness, Dance, Afrobeat, and many more. R.I.P. to Julius. To a tragic one, a Kaduna-based businesswoman, Mrs. Mary Ochubede, on Friday in Kaduna killed herself over her husband's plan to marry a second wife. A family source told Daily Post that Mrs. Mary started dating her husband when he was in secondary school in 2000. He said Mary, who graduated from the university in 1998, met her husband, then a secondary school graduate, who vowed to train him to the university level. She loved her husband, whom she met in 2000 when her husband was in secondary school. As I'm talking with you, the husband is now a master's degree holder. She sponsored everything. He said the wife started noticing her husband's change of character when he began to make secret calls. He said as she saw them, she quietly went home, drank some chemicals, and slept off. The Kaduna State Police Public Relations Officer, ASP Mohammed Jalige, did not pick his calls and did not respond to text message on the matter. Thugs terrorists have allegedly invaded the premises of Liberty television and radio stations located in Jabi District, Abuja, and injured the staff of the outfit, Mohammed Sani Yusuf Nasara. A source who spoke to Daily Post on Friday said that thugs, after injuring the journalist, took to the hill, but the victim was rushed to an undisclosed hospital for treatment. He said trouble started on Tuesday when the developer who owned a business plaza nearby invited personnel of the Abuja Environmental Protection Board, AEBPB, to remove some kiosks there. Talks came back in the early hours of Thursday, cutting off flower plants attached to our building, and also poured oil on any available space that one can stay around. Then around 6 p.m., they returned when we were about to break our fast, harassing staff members on site, which led to the injury to one of our colleagues on the head, he said. Gunmen on Friday invaded Usofia community Agwata local government area where Anambra State Governor Professor Charles Soludo hails from. The reports gathered one policeman was killed in the process and that the incident happened at the junction leading to the governor's house. A source said the gunmen stormed the junction where security operatives were stationed, attacking the operatives. The source said the gunmen were angered by the idea of stationing the security post in the area. The hoodlums stormed the area shooting non-stop while residents camped for safety. One policeman was, however, killed in the process, the source said. The spokesman for the Anambra State Police Command, DSP Ikenga Tochukwu, could not confirm the incident as calls to his mobile phone were neither taken nor returned. And finally, to a foreign story before the sport news, Ukraine said Friday that Russian strikes had killed 5 people in the east of the country after President Volodymyr Zelensky said Moscow's forces were aiming to destroy the region. In a report issued by the presidency, Kiev said 2 people had been killed and 2 more wounded in the eastern Lugansk region, while another 3 had been killed and 7 wounded in the neighboring Donetsk region. The presidency said fighting was continuing along the entire front line in Donetsk. In a late-night address Thursday, Zelensky said that Donbass is the main target for Russia. And finally, sports news. Super Falcons coach ran the wardroom as expelled media reports noting upon that Barcelona feminine forward Aziza Tushuala has been stripped of the team's captaincy upon Sport Extra report. The American insisted that there had been no fallout between him and Oshoala or any member of his backroom staff. In Oshola's absence, Onomebe has captained the team in their last 3 games, purely speculation that she may have been stripped of the handband. There were no issues with Azizat, and I don't know where the report emanated from that she had been stripped of the team's captaincy, Wadram told The Punch. She remains the captain of the team, and whenever we decide otherwise, the entire backroom staff will meet and agree on who takes the handband. That was the world news from BGI TV, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines once again. Oni of Ife welcomes daughter with another woman. Plateau attacks why I want laws to legalize arms bearing for Nigerians, lawmaker Gadi. Nigerian ally musician Orlando Julius is dead. Woman kills self over husband's plan to take another wife. Talk storms office of Abuja Media House in jail journalist. Breaking news, Governor Soludo's community allegedly invaded by terrorists, gunmen, 1 policeman killed. And to foreign story, 5 killed in Russia strikes, blast near Kiev. Oshola, still Falcons captain, insists wardrobe from sports angle. Thank you for watching. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Babagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, selecting option all to access our updates. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page for you to enjoy the updates as well. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and function, both outdoors, the phone number streaming on your screen is a direct line to call strictly for advert placements. Thank you for watching once again. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just into BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.